Well, we're back with some Bleach Soul Resonance. And I know you see the face. I had to show out for the TYBW collab coming up. And yeah, I know it's gonna be a little bit of a transitionary period. Shout out Pride Month. But I know it's probably a little disappointing. I am biracial. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to those I've mismanaged, maybe let down in the past. You know, they didn't think I'd be out here like Logic, but it's true. It's true. It's true. I tried to color correct so that the camera didn't get me looking super duper pale, but I could not really fix that in total, so it is what it is. But either way, we've got TYBW collab confirmed. Thank you, Comprehensive Toe. Shout out the Bleach Soul Resonance news page with Giku, and shout out True Shikai Ichigo coming, I mean, in 1 month exactly. I'm recording this on the 15th exactly. We are going to be getting into different things, by the way. I'm not just going to be talking about this collab because, I don't know, it wouldn't make for a very interesting video. But I do want to sort of share a theory, and it's a soft theory. And I'm just going to, like, I'll probably end up going over this again, but I want to sort of share this soft theory because I don't believe that True Shikai Ichigo is going to be our slash character. I know that right now it's like, okay, we're gonna get this character right here, True Ichigo Kurosaki Inner Hollow. We're gonna get, you know, a limited SSR support for them, and then we're gonna get True Shikai Ichigo on the team. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. I am going to actually continue to submit. I think that this character is going to be thrust. I do. I think this character is going to be thrust. I think that the idea of having essentially a, you know, Bankai Ichigo who's slash, True Shikai Ichigo who's thrust, you know, so on and so forth. I think that's really appealing. I do. I think that's really, really appealing. And if you see me checking over here, checking over right here, it's because I got my setup here. I've never really used cam before, so I keep kind of flicking back to it, trying to... Who is that right there? Is my complexion okay? I tried so hard. I have been trying for hours to get the color balancing right. It makes everything around me look a little green, but like otherwise I was really pale. And I'm not like very, I'm obviously, you know, I said it before, I'm biracial. I'm not like dark skinned or anything, but like, damn, babe, there's a little black in there. Like, it's like 50-50. I shouldn't be so pale. But if you are biracial yourself, you know the pain of turning on a camera and just getting blown out. I just get blown out, boy. So it is what it is. You know, you ever seen those bits on the internet where it's like trying to prove you're biracial to the internet and you just look fucking ghostly white on camera? I don't know what to do. We'll figure it out, though. We'll figure it out. But either way, I think, and I said this before, I made a joke tweet about it. I joked about it in the last video, a few videos ago. I said TS Ichigo is going to show up as Thrust and confirm that Mayuri is still the best character in the game. If True Strike Ichigo shows up as Slash, we could start having conversations about Ichigo Kurosaki Inner Hollow, but I literally think he's going to be Thrust. I do. There's nothing telling me this, by the way. There's nothing telling me this. I don't have any information. I'm just a full guess, just a guess. But I do think this character is going to end up being Thrust, to the surprise of a lot of people. Now, am I like strong on that? Am I like, oh, everyone is stupid if they don't agree with me? I mean, of course not. I mean, obviously, right? I'm not, you know, I'm not a man of huge ego. I'm a humble man. And you can always tell people are humble because they tell you that they are humble. They do tell you that they are humble. But anyway, moving on. We've also got Ulquiorra Schiffer official artwork here on the Bleach subreddit from Bleach Soul Resonance. Man, that artwork is looking pretty good. Let me just take a look at him. It looks like they made him more blue. He does look really good. I like that coloration a lot. I like this artwork a lot. Again, showing that Bleach Soul Resonance just has a monster art team. It would be nice if they let them use that art team more often instead of just sort of you know, relying on AI when they don't need to, because clearly they can do it. But, you know, that's a whole nother can of worms. But yeah, like I think that things are looking good for Bleach Soul Resonance. I'm in a really like positive space, and I just think that the overall product is great during the half anniversary. Now, am I going to say that half anniversary didn't start off a little weird? A little weird. I think that part 1 was good, but I think a lot of people were expecting it to be great, right? We were expecting it to be great, and it was just good. And for a while, I was like, I'm not too mad about that, because a good celebration is all I really want out of my half annies. I'm not expecting the game to change entirely in half annie, but I would be lying if I said that a great celebration would be nice, right? It would be nice. So I am happy that part 2 has seemed to turn it around. I like a lot of the content going on. I really do. I feel the rewards have been great. Let me go to gacha here. 23,656. And as I always say, this is a pretty good barometer. Like, remove 3,000 from this, obviously, because again, I do pay for the monthly. Remove like 3,000 from this, and so I'm at 20,656. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot, considering I have 5 tickets of each kind as well. And obviously, I didn't go for a dupe. And obviously, going into Ulquiorra, unless I get him really early, he is one of my favorite characters, so maybe I'll dupe him regardless. Because again, free to play is about B0 to B2, and you can get a B1 character pretty consistently, which means that True Shikai Ichigo, especially because I think we're going to be getting something ludicrous, like, let me go check the number. I actually want to check the number so that I'm not like capping. So let me pause. So here we go. Everything we know about the TYBW collab from the graphic. This is of course coming from Giku in the BSR news Discord. The graphic came from an official CN site. Is official. There's official leaks, not leaks, but you know, official confirmations. Multiple people confirmed it and saw it, but was taken down soon after. True Shikai Ichigo releasing June 15th on his birthday. This is a collaboration event with Core 4. This is huge because I've said it before. If you're like one of those people who's like, I wish they weren't, you know, skipping to TYBW. I mean, that's fine to have as an idea, but you got to remember that TYBW is like an event. This is probably going to be the last Bleach we get for a very, very long time, if at all, outside of, I mean, I don't even know what the context would be that we got new Bleach, but the bigger thing to consider is that Aizen was buffed. Aizen was buffed and he did not need one. Like, Aizen, what's that I show speed thing? Aizen was buffed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really didn't need to happen, but he still got buffed, and he went from being the third best character in the game to the first best character in the game. To think that couldn't just happen with True Shikai, to think that couldn't just happen with Yuryu, with Rukia, with whoever gets added during this phase, even maybe if it's just True Shikai, is crazy. This character, if you're like, oh, I don't want him to be like released now and then he gets power crept. First of all, I don't think this character is returning for a very long time, and I think they want this character to be strong. I think what we have seen with the devs is that they know who to keep strong. They have literally refused to get rid of Aizen. So I don't know. And by the way, refused to get rid of Aizen, and then they didn't really buff Kenpachi randomly to the same effect as they did Aizen. They just gave him a tactics character. So I think they know who to keep strong. You know what I mean? This will be a scheduled or secluded collaboration, rather, maybe for multiple versions or not. Speculation, I would expect the latest it will go is for 4 versions during the whole of Core 4, the latest up to October 9th. I can see this as well. Again, not releasing any of the new characters, but just some of the early releases, maybe Renji, maybe Aznot, maybe, I don't know, Yamamoto, Yahabak, something like that. There will be some type of invitation event to get 15 limited pulls, 10 standard pulls, 5 stamina pills. Login alone will give 25 limited pulls, including a 7-day login. Oh, 25 on it. Oh. Yeah, that's good eats. That's real good eats, actually. That's incredible eats. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, what is 25 in total then? So 10 is 1600. Another 10 would be 3200, and then half is like 800, something like that. I mean, it's around there, give or take. So nearly, let's just call it nearly 4,000 Jade in tickets alone, and for this event. So even if you're not super excited, like even if you hate this, oh, I hate Shikai Ichigo, true Shikai Ichigo, you're getting like 4,000 Jade in tickets alone or something like that. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But like I said, the Ulquiorra looks amazing. The true Shikai Ichigo looks amazing. We've got a ton of pulls on the way. We've got bitches walking past me, even though I'm trying to record. And yeah, last but not least, I'll just talk about some things I was up to. So that is not what I was looking for. I am top 40 apparently. That's nice. I did go through here. I grabbed another level done, and we're up to floor 9. I'll probably do a little bit more of that during the day, but again, we have so many days to get this done, and at most you just need to hit 10, so I'm not really worried about it. Beyond that, I did get my limited trial done, so there's our 300 and 1.5 million there, including all the jade you get from that. If you're wondering, like, how do I get how have you gotten all of this jade? The weeklies did reset, and we grabbed our scores, not there, but yeah, over here. We grabbed our scores here, and sorry, a little tired. Grabbed our scores here, and yeah, so that's been the news roundup. I mean, pretty short video, pretty concise video. My thoughts again, just to recap. I do kind of expect Yuryu, if he does release, to be a thrust tactics character. I do expect Rukia, if she does release, to be a tactics spirit character. But as far as the Ichigo goes, I'm going to go ahead and just say that I expect this character to be a thrust character. I genuinely mean it. I think what's like... We already have Kenpachi, who is a hype merchant. We have Gin, who is pretty hype, but not super hype. What's better than adding true Shikai Ichigo, one of the newest forms of the character, to the best support in the game, and to one of the best supports. Actually, no, it wouldn't even be her, it'd be Yuryu. So Yuryu and true Shikai Ichigo on the same team, plus the best support in the game, bar none. I don't know. I would say that sounds pretty good to me. It really does. That sounds really good to me. So there's my expectations. If he does end up being Slash, I won't be mad at it, obviously. But I don't know. True Shikai Ichigo being thrust, just, it sets him up probably the best. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, just because like he gets to be with the other limited like event character. I don't know. It sounds like almost too good to be true, if I'm honest. Like him plus Yuryu on the same team sounds like the best case scenario. As like, oh my god, guys, you get to run a full team of, this setup. And again, if you see me checking over there, it's because I'm just, like I said, I'm not used to using a camera, so I'm just making sure it doesn't break or anything. But yeah, face reveal, I guess. But otherwise, I've been lone. Like if you like the video, subscribe to the club, we all go make it, and peace, man.